All right, everybody, lock in right here, right now. We're back with our grading every single Pokemon pack series of every single generation. I'm so excited. I think our first episode went great. We had chose the Gyarados, I believe, as our number one from Team Rocket. Um, and this episode we have the Neo Gen or the Neo Era. So I'm stoked. I love these artworks. And with this one, we are going to include Legendary Collection. So hopefully you guys like it. Let me know what your favorite is. And let me know if I did right or wrong. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so hopefully, alright, there you go. You guys should be able to see that now. And we're starting off with Neo Genesis. So, in the Neo era, there are four of them: Neo Genesis, Neo Discovery, Neo Revelation, Neo Destiny, and then we're gonna include Legendary Collections, even though it was kind of separated on its own. Um, oops. So, one of the biggest things, we are gonna start with Neo Genesis. I love these artworks, and there's a clear winner for me when it comes to these artworks. But I think they are all very underrated on their own. I think the Meganium is solid, the Typhlosion's super cool, the Feraligatr, like, come on. Then you get the Lugia. This is the one with the Lugia. Um, I wish I could just show you the card. Um, it is one of the most iconic artworks. If I remember, I'll pop it up in here. But I'm definitely going to go with the Lugia pack for this one. Lugia is one of my favorite Pokemon anyway. But I think just in general, this artwork is stunning. But you can't really go wrong with any of them. So, Neo Genesis, the Lugia is my number one pick for this one. Transitioning into Neo Discovery, I love Neo Discovery. We have opened it on the channel. I will say, it's the only one we've opened up on the channel. The rest we have yet to open, which one day I hope we're able to open all of them. But we have the Xatu, the Umbreon, Scizor, and Smeargle. I think Smeargle just seems a little random in here, but I do get it's a Gen 2 Pokemon. This is highlighting all Gen 2s, but I do love the Scizor. I do love that the Scyther was the second one, and now on the second set release for Neo Discovery, you get Scizor. But ultimately, I'm going the Umbreon. I think it's a no-brainer. Umbreon's a super cool Pokemon, but I think it just looks the best on this artwork. However, I do like the Scizor. This one comes in second for me. I do like all the unknowns in the back. So it'd go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or no, it'd go 1, 2, 3, and Xatu 4. And just to go ratings here, it'd go 1 for the Lugia, 2 for the Feraligatr, 3 Typhlosion, and 4 Meganium. I will say, I think I disrespect grass Pokemon a lot, and I do apologize for that. Here we have the legendary beasts, the Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, and then we get Mischievous, which, Mischievous just feels really random here. So obviously I think that one goes to my number 4. But I will say, I love the legendary beasts. It was always a goal of mine to catch them in every playthrough I played. And it was a common theme in last episode of me choosing the water types, and that's not going to change here. Suicune's going to be my number one pick, and then I personally would always go Entei second, and then Raikou in the orders I would try to catch them. I think as I got older, I think I've enjoyed, and I think I prefer the Raikou artwork versus the Entei. So I think I go Suicune 1, Raikou 2, Entei 3, and Mischievous 4. Which, yeah, I think those ones are stunning. But in terms of how we are, I think the Lugia is still my number 1. I think the Suicune goes my number 2, and Umbreon goes number 3. I like the Colosseum look. I'm not a big fan of the pyramid background, but I just love the silver and how that one pops. So, Lugia first, Suicune second, Umbreon third. Alright. This one, I will say, is probably the worst of the 4, in my opinion. Obviously we have Tyranitar. This set has my favorite Pokemon card ever, with a Shining Tyranitar. I will say, it's not terrible artwork, but it's just, like, the green and purple just don't really flow. But then you get Togetic with the yellow. I don't know. I'm just not a fan. I love Celebi. I love the Celebi 1 and Tyranitar. Those ones are my 1 and 2. I think, although Tyranitar is my favorite Pokemon, I don't love the look of it. I think I prefer the Celebi. So we would go Celebi, Tyranitar, Noctowl, then Togetic. Is how I would rate it. And I would put that 4th after the Umbreon. Alright, and then in Legendary Collections, obviously this should be on its own tier, but because we are grouping everything together, it's going to get lumped up and we are going to grade that as well. So, you obviously have the starters, the Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. Then you get the 3 evolutions, Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. Then you get the legendary birds, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. And then you get Alakazam, Machamp, and Mewtwo. I don't really know the reasoning why those 3 are together. And I'd love to hear the reasons why. I mean, looking at them, they all have hands. They all have, they look more like humanoid Pokemons. But respectfully, that one is my number 4. And I think it's due to the fact that there is no direction with it. And then I think the evolutions would be 3 for me, which might be controversial, but I think it's because I've never had such a huge tie to the evolutions. I know a lot of people love the evolutions and it's a big reason they're in Pokemon, but evolutions have never, really made it in my playthrough. I've always picked up the Eevee. I would always either evolve the Umbreon or get the Espeon. But in Gen 1, I don't think I ever usually evolved it. I think I kept it as an Eevee. And so, or I would do Jolteon. Because I need an electric type. So, I think for that reasoning, that one goes number 3 for me. And then, obviously, you get the starters or the birds. And this might be controversial, but I'm going to take the birds as number 1, then the starters as number 2, evolutions number 3, and the Alakazam, Machamp, and Mewtwo number 4. And I would put this one after the Umbreon, but before Neo Destiny. So, I think, just to recap, just so everybody's familiar, Neo Genesis, we would take the Lugia, and that's our number 1. Then we would take the Suicune at number 2. Then we take the Umbreon from Neo Discovery at number 3. Then Legendary Collection with the birds, 4. And then rounding it off from Neo Destiny, 5, the Celebi. And I think that's how I would do it. Just because, again, I think this one looks mid. I like the idea, and I get the nostalgic behind it, but I was never a big fan of the artwork on this one. I just think it looks pretty plain. But I do like this one, but I think my favorite is Neo Genesis. I think that Silver Lugia is just, there's just something about it that's nostalgic and it looks stunning. And I hope to open it one day. And so, but again, that's my list. Make your list. You tell me what I did wrong. Tell me what you would change and where you would put them where. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. Leave a comment down below what you want to see next. And hit that subscribe button. Guys, I love you all. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.